Hello crafters and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft Show update. Now I'm Michelle, Creative Director from Page, where we're nurturing your creativity with brilliant craft events. Now this week, of course, we've got a dash of inspiration, we've got update from the SANDOWN show, and of course what's been going on over at the Papercraft Posse. Now whether you're watching us here on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, we would love for you to leave a comment, like us, share us with your crafty friends, and continue to be part of our gorgeous crafting community. So this week's dash of inspiration, I would like to start talking about where do we get our ideas from. After last week, we talked about what was stopping us from crafting, and some people said that it was just having the ideas. And I've got some thoughts about this. Now, when we talk about ideas, luckily we're in an age where we have information coming from everywhere. So we can go on the internet, we can check Facebook, we can check Instagram, we can use Pinterest, we can use YouTube. Of course, we can go to classes in person, we can talk to our crafty friends, we can attend a show. And so I think actually finding an idea is not that hard these days. There's certainly a lot around us. I think the challenge is what happens when we have too many ideas or we get a little bit overwhelmed. I think we know time and time again where if we find ourselves being caught in the, oh, I don't have enough information or I need something else, that might not really be what the problem is. I think sometimes the whole point of getting crafting is you just need to get started. And then with a little bit of an idea and perhaps a color that you want to work on, or if you're making a card or just something really simple, you can then easily build on that. But sometimes if we get too many ideas, then we can get overwhelmed. So I want you next time that you're ready to start something and thinking you don't have any ideas, and we'll find ourselves in this position with too many ideas, I really just want you to stop, check in with yourself. What's actually going on? Do I really have no ideas, or do I not have what I need? What are the alternatives? What else could I use? Is it a different color, a different application, a different use of these products? But if I have too many ideas, how do I stop myself and pull back saying, okay, watched enough YouTube videos, seen enough of this person's work, let's go and see what I can do with it. And if we're worried about sort of copying, I think certainly when we're learning, it's okay to copy someone's work. And of course, if we're sharing that, we want to make sure we're acknowledging where that came from. And of course, we would never sell something that we've learnt from someone else. But certainly using it as a starting point is fine. So if we do have that opportunity to use someone else's idea, let's do that. But again, let's not claim it as our own. Let's share it and acknowledge where it came from. And then also use that to build. I love when you go to a class and you can think, okay, I like this bit that we did, but I can see how I would make it, do it differently when I incorporated it into my own work. So we would love for you to continue the conversation here near this video or over in our Papercraft Posse group. I would love to hear where your ideas come from and what happens if you find yourself with too many ideas. So, of course, we are heading to the SANDOWN show. It's just a little bit over 2 weeks away, and oh my goodness, there is still so much work to be done. So I would love to remind you that on Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th of October, we are heading back to the SANDOWN Raceway, which is southeast of Melbourne, Australia, for the fantastic SANDOWN Craft Show. We've got plenty of free parking. It's accessible by train. We have confirmed our golf cart. That was looking a bit seriously in doubt last week, but we've managed to get that sorted. We'll have a golf cart. And, of course, we will have our ATC Swap as well. Oh, not that one. Our ATC Swap. Our theme is in the garden. Now, for all the details about the swap, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. There you can see everything you need to know about the show, how to get there, where to park, getting tickets, and of course, details for our ATC swap about what is an artist trading card, how are we swapping them, some ideas about themes, and also it's the place we can go and download the free backing sheet so you can cut those out, stick them on the back, and then pop your name and contact details on. So when you come along to the show and swap them, you'll be able to share contact details and hopefully stay in touch and perhaps make some new friends. Now, with our retailers for the SANDOWN show, again, for all of the details, it is over on the website. Everyone's listed. And this week, I'm very excited to announce an additional new retailer. We've got Designs by Cass. Now, Cass is bringing along an extensive range of MDF cuts, of die cuts, laser cuts, and a really good chance to stock up on those so you'll have them for whether you're doing them as cake toppers or on your birthday cards or off the page. There's a really good selection there as well. And looking forward to hearing more about Kaz coming up in the next few weeks. And then, as mentioned last week, our favourite retailers returning: A Paper Experience, Victorian Parchment Retreats, Creative Memory, Smudge and Smudge, Stamping Up. Now, I've got their class details on the website. They are doing 2 different classes, each of 2 cards, and the details are there as well as photos on the website. We've got Craft Zone, we've got Eclectic Images, we've got Handmade Haven, Bellbird Paper Arts, Catchy Crafts, Live Love Craft Papercrafts, Katie's Patchworks and Sweets, and Mixed Media Art, and of course a few more still to be announced as well. And as always, continue to check back on the website as I get different class and make and take details in. I will definitely add them there so you'll be able to see and help plan your day. Now, of course, make sure you're on our email list while you're on the website, because you will then get our very special to-do list, which goes out a couple of weeks before the show, as well as all the details will be sent to your inbox first before we announce it here. And so finally, our Papercraft Posse. Again, we've had a very quiet week. That's our little corner of the internet where we get to share what we've been working on, get in touch with retailers, and it really is a great place to make sure that we connect. And after last week's Dash of Inspiration, where we talked about what was stopping us from crafting, it was fascinating to hear that we had very many similar themes. It was time, it was young kids, and sometimes it just wasn't enough ideas, or perhaps a messy place. And so I think they're all really valuable things to think. If I find my creativity is flagging, are these some of the things that are tripping me up, and what can I do to fix it? Do I just need to clean a space? And maybe that's enough for one day, or do I actually need to set aside some time, or perhaps give myself a break? Because especially with young children, it does get really hard to create that time and space. So that's it for this week's update, our Dash of Inspiration. We would love for you to continue the conversation. Where do your ideas come from, and what happens if you end up with too many ideas? Our SANDOWN show is heading to the Raceway on the 10th and 11th of October, and our ATC Swap theme is in the garden, so I really look forward to meeting so many of you there. And of course, the Papercraft Posse, our corner of the internet, we can catch up before the show. So if you do have any questions, comments, please leave them here. If you do see anything that looks like spam, anyone talking about reselling tickets or offering places, please get in touch. You know me and you know how to find me, so please do not get dissuaded or confused by any of these spammers that seem to love making our lives a little bit challenging. And I really do look forward to catching up with you very soon. This is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.